I'm Anna and I'm showing you here a core strengthening sequence which we're going to begin by just curling the upper body slightly off the floor, keeping the head and neck comfortably supported in clasped hands, bringing the knees into the chest. And so we're engaging the anterior muscles, the rectus abdominis, to keep the back safe. And we're going to do basically a sort of bicycling action. So bringing one leg up, slowly lowering it to the floor as you bring the other knee into the chest, so lengthening the psoas muscle, eccentrically contracting it, and then changing sides. And so doing that for a few rounds. And then you can keep doing it while you do a little twist. So now coming into the oblique muscles, the abdominal obliques, engaging those, and then changing to do the other side. And then we'll do a little bit more for the abdominal obliques. If you just take the knees a little bit to one side and slightly rotate the torso to the opposite side, just to a place where you can comfortably hold, and just stay there for a few breaths, putting in as little effort as you possibly can, conserving energy. And then coming to the centre and over to the other side. And then from here, we're going to roll onto our side, keep the head supported, bring the top hand over the top of the head to catch a hold on the other side so you can lift your head with your hand, knees level with the pelvis. And now as you exhale, you're going to curl your torso up away from the supporting arm and simultaneously lift the lower leg, so you're internally rotating the hip. And then as you inhale, release down and very slightly arch the opposite side of the waist away from the floor. And just repeating that 3, 4, 5 times. So I'm just going to do 3 to keep this nice and short. And then obviously we're going to come onto the other side and do the same thing on the other side. So knees level with pelvis, supporting the head with the opposite hand, exhaling, curling up, inhaling down and arching the opposite side of the waist away from the floor. So this comes into the abdominal obliques, but also the quadratus lumborum down the side at the back here, between the lower ribs and the top of the pelvis. And then we're going to come onto our front, working the spinal muscles. So we're going to extend the arms forwards, the legs back, and then with an exhale, raise one arm and the diagonally opposite leg as you lift the head, and then inhale down. Exhale up and inhale down. So working all the spinal extensors, of course, right down to the deep multifidus muscles. And let's do one more time on each side. And you can also come up and hold it for 2 or 3 breaths. And then bring the hands under the shoulders, push up onto the knees, bring the knees a little bit forward, give yourself a bit of a spinal traction by taking the buttocks back towards the heels, a nice lengthening of the torso, and then finishing up in a child's pose to relax for a few breaths.